Starting with
Russo
Eon.
just finished. He played an announcer, Ever Curious.
Yep.
Got a card.
So it is Storm versus.
You want to tell me?
They're on their own thing. He's already started.
Oh no, but Eon hasn't taken a turn yet.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Go ahead. I don't know why you stopped him. I told him to just continue. Okay, sure.
So he played an announcer, Ever Curious, to basically get another announcer, Ever Curious.
What?
He played an announcer, Ever Curious, and got another announcer, Ever Curious off of it.
Yeah, I know, but when you said it the first time, it sounded like you stuttered.
Too much announcer, Ever Curious. That's a lot of words. It's a mouthful.
Announcer, play-by-play? Play-by-play announcer?
Play-by-play pro?
Play-by-play pro?
So many words.
Play-by-play. I just hiccup.
Eon here can't decide what to charge. Is it a blue or a yellow card?
Either or, take your pick.
Charges on again. Okay. So later discard an Unbreakable.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, those cookies, guys.
Dude, I haven't had
I've
chips
been
Ahoy in a
hungry
minute.
all day, and I walk by, and Matt is sitting there scarfing down these cookies,
Dude, Chips Ahoy.
and I'm like, where did those come from? He's like, I've had them the whole day. I'm like, what do you mean?
They were for my team, man. I was being that guy.
I normally don't like Chips Ahoy,
Right? Wasn't it so good?
but I think it's just because I'm starving. They were delicious.
I haven't had them in forever, and then when I had it, it was absolutely incredible. All right, so he's getting the top of his game, so go on. Getting a super combo off of a card is always good. Sweet combo, get that free draw.
Plus.
So much plus.
5 minutes into the round. If you have a opponent in front of you, please raise your hand and call for a judge. And there are some players. If you have an opponent in front of you,
I can't see Eon Tan. I don't know if he has all the pieces. I don't see a Goten. Maybe he'll find it.
Bardock into Bardock.
Street Tracker Renewals getting drop frames every few seconds. Yes, that is something we've been battling. Internet's been pretty shaky today.
Not that shaky. In retrospect, we've lost 4% of the infinite times 5.5 hours worth of frames. Every now and then, it does stutter, but it comes back relatively quick. It's not something that lasts very long.
Wow, another Hercule deck. Yeah, deck's good.
Yo, box.
Box King. He's not just a box.
He's the king of boxes. And he lives out of the box. Out of the box.
Dude, remember that show?
Out of the box. We're going to see Rob go down to 5 now. And yes, I remember that show.
Well, again, Rob doesn't really have any reason not to go down to 5, but what I do like what Eon is doing is Eon's pacing himself. But again, this is another situation where I don't think that Eon actually has a plan. Like, I talked about this matchup with him, but
He's like, I'm gonna just walk him and punch him in the face.
again, it's a matter of just not really having a plan going forward and trying to figure out how to approach the matchup. Like, if he's trying to play the long game, then he gets hurt by the fact that Rob plays, really good threats. Like, Test of Strength is great. Trunks and Otokosuki are great.
I'm with HD. Hercule is good, but it won't be as good once people figure it out.
Yeah, no. Once you know how to play against the deck optimally, the deck does get way worse. It's also just like format awareness. The reason why blue-yellow X deck, was really good, like Herudegarn, was because people weren't prepared for it the week that Chris Welch won. But then the next week, everyone adjusted and started playing mono blue SS3 and blue green SS3, and then beat the blue yellow Herudegarn decks. But then people adapted again and then played blue yellow SS3.
And then there's Marcel chilling in the middle of all of this with the Vegeta.
Yeah.
The Vegeta just, oh my god, when that came out, I was like, that is brilliant.
Yeah. Now the
And then they ratted that card.
Apes and Taxes was a sweet deck.
Apes and Taxes.
Apes and Taxes, my guy.
See, I never would have thought to call it that, by the way.
Apes and Taxes? Well, it's a magic. To me, it's a magic reference.
Yeah,
So,
we get it. You
yeah.
play Magic. You like Magic, okay?
It's a great game.
Is Cell Chain good against Hercule? No.
If you do it twice, yeah.
If you do it twice, yes. If you do it once, no.
Yeah.
If you hit it 3 times, you win.
Where them Kaba Awakens. Dude, I don't know. These people aren't playing enough Kaba's Awakenings.
Both players at 4 life now. Game's going really quick. But again, it kind of feels like Eon doesn't really have a game plan. He's just like, I'm gonna walk up and punch him in the face.
It's either that, or I actually just don't see him with a. I don't see a Goten. Now I wonder if Eon is maining the battering laser like Eric, because I know that there are a lot of times they do have different decks.
Oh yeah, they use different builds.
Look at Rob Russo's hand. Look at the size of that. That's just too many cards, man.
Well, yeah, he has all of his life in his hand right now. That's how it works. Yo, people's rose-tinted glasses finally got shattered by Hercule. I can't right now. Yo, how many cards? How many cards do you think?
Or what?
I'm gonna say 18 in Rob's hand.
Oh yeah, I want to get a count. That's insane.
We just need you, Rob. I know you can't hear us, but I need you to hand shuffle your hand real quick. Just go all the way through it so we can count it, because that's become our habit now.
Yeah. I mean, we do have a lot of deck diversity right now. The thing is just the amount of tier 1 strategies is limited to specific archetypes.
Why is he doing the same thing as his brother?
That I don't know. But the thing is, though, what was really funny about World Tournament is if you think about if they were to keep things as is. So let's say they kept SS3. Announcer beats SS3 rather handedly, and since Hercule has a good Herudegarn matchup, that may have been a pretty interesting format.
But we shall not know. We shall not know because everybody cried about Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan 3 wasn't even the problem. It was part of the problem, but it wasn't the problem.
The problem with Super Saiyan 3 restricted the amount of archetypes that could be played competitively, because there was a lot of decks where it's like, oh, well, I beat this, but then I just lose to SS3. Or I can build a deck, but is it better with just SS3 leader? And the answer was like 90% of the time, yes.
I think they should have errated Super Saiyan 3 instead of banning it.
The problem, there's no clean errata. Like, your errata just either makes it unplayable or makes it way too
untap
complicated.
1 energy at the end of turn. 1 blue. And then, what needed to be hit was Unyielding Spirit Trunks. It needed to be knocked down to once per turn. Finally has Goten's, though. Banning was better? I don't think so. That's what I'm saying. Super Saiyan 3 was its own problem that added it to the list. I think Storm will still be Storm.
Yeah, I mean,
Storm was never the problem with Super Saiyan 3.
Well, I think Unyielding Spirit Trunks is the card that has been needed to go. But they just keep letting it live.
I don't even think it needs to go. I think you limit it to once per turn.
Or restrict the card to 1 per deck.
I don't think it's that good. Because then you have to limit Sensu Bean.
It's the card that, no, because Sensu Bean is tied. I mean,
you can only use it on your turn. If you could use it on both players' turns, it'd be different.
But Sensu Bean is not locked to only blue leaders. Sensu Bean can be played by every leader. Unyielding is specifically only blue leaders.
Once per turn.
Again, that makes the card too complicated. You're better off spanning it or restricting it.
Once per turn.
Yeah, let's kill it.
See? Chat's with me on this. Once per turn.
I just think that you could just benefit from not errataing the card.
Listen, we already nuked Flute.
I mean, yeah, you restricted it to 1. The card function of the card didn't change, did it?
No, but Flute was a lot better than Yielding Spirit Trunks.
That is not true.
That is 100% true.
Flute wasn't even the problem.
Flute was the problem with Rush.
That's alright. We gotta talk about this game.
We kind of are. It's relevant.
I mean, right now we're just legitimately just watching Eon swing at Rob 100 times.
Solitaire versus Minesweeper. We said it earlier.
Yeah, Trunks is and was the problem. Agreed.
2 per deck would be more than fine. I think I could agree with 2.
Yeah, but that's
not 1.
Then you're creating another list. Then, like now you have to have a limited 2 list.
Forbidden limited list. Welcome to Yu-Gi-Mons.
So
or we can just go to a block. I mean Brock.
Brock. I mean, I
we could go to a Brock
format.
format.
We would do a rotation.
If Unyielding gets banned, do you think aggro would survive? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
I think, well, I can do the same thing that these decks do, the Storm does, with a yellow leader.
Yeah, I agree. I would rather just ban or restrict cards as opposed to using erratas. Or if you're going to do erratas, I think you should do most recent printings and you insert them in stuff like the Ultimate Box, which I think would have been a really good idea. And then it looks like Eon's going to go ahead and pass it back to Rob.
3-4 on life counter.
The thing is Senzu Bean's not a problem card. Senzu Bean's a card that everyone has access to.
Well, for now. 7-1 boxes are going up in price right now. Because they're out of print. Hercule isn't a problem. Set 5 drops in a few weeks, and they'll probably be...
Well, Hercule will struggle against Janemba.
Super Saiyan 3 comes back, too. You think Super Saiyan 3 is going to be relevant again?
He won't come back.
They've already announced they're unbanning it.
They didn't. They said they might. I don't think they will.
Oh, my God. Just like all the rules for locals are suggestions.
I have full confidence it won't come back.
Maybe. See, part of me was, he brought up Mecha Frieza. I was like, part of me was like thinking about bringing up the fact of unchaining Mecha Frieza, and then I was like, I remembered our conversation 3 rounds ago.
Don't do it. Yeah, Shenron decks don't care about SS3.
Frieza hand destruction. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Hand destruction was always Broly or androids, and now it's Frieza too.
So with Eon playing minus Killy Zone in the main deck, I don't know if he actually... I haven't seen Battering Laser yet.
Mm-mm. I don't know if he main second.
If there's a main deck, that's going to be a problem.
Eon's hand's impressive right now, though.
He's drawn a ton of cards. That's how he's played the game so far. I mean, there's a way to beat U7 Frieza as Hercule, but it requires you using the yellow super combo and then siding Crusher Ball and Battering Lasers. You could also side barrier blockers, like the 2-drop Supreme Isekai from a couple sets ago. He's a barrier blocker.
13 cards in hand, by the way.
Okay.
$15 for Eon. So 13 for Rob, 15 for Eon. Those are scary numbers, man.
Yeah, it is real. They do this a lot. Always in game 1. There's no sense of urgency in game 1. Come on, Eon. Make the decision. Chains in is not really an answer. I mean, it can do a good job depending on how you play the matchup, but it's not going to do enough to reduce their amount of recovery options. Yeah, he still hasn't decided if he's comboing or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're well past. We were.
I just hit 75.
Yeah, we were at 75 seconds. So he Senzu Bean and then took the 2 life anyway. Yeah, but the thing is, the Hercule deck can just wait as long as possible to actually activate their Awaken. I mean, we saw it even in LD's games against Alejandro last round. It was pretty evident of that. Looks like Rob's gonna... Is Rob going for game? Yep, looks to be the case. Beam? Yep, here we go. $5Ks, 5Ks. The entire dump. This is insane. $110, right? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110. So Eon's got a ton of cards in hand. I think he just played one Senzu Bean. He's got 2 more. These super combos are gonna have to start getting to work. So he's starting off at 20 though because of the Senzu Bean. So he's at 25. $35. Discard. 45. So we're at 45. Oh wow. 55, discard. You kind of have to discard the card here you can't combo with. Yep. 55. I think you can get over it. $60. God, he had 365. Wow, he had all 4 super combos. Wow, that's really fortunate.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Had to talk.
Ian had all 4 super combos, and it looks like, what, all 4 Senzu Beans as well?
Holy crap, what did I just walk into?
Just, Rob tried to all-in him.
Rob tried all in him and we didn't yeet?
Nope.
Rob's still at 4 life?
Yeah, but Rob's getting a ton of cards out of his hand.
Oh my god, who's attacking?
Rob attacked.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna yeet now. I mean, it's a little late for it, but I don't care. We're going Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, like, he's gonna have to deplete himself. Like, he's keeping the Gotens, but yeah, he has a ton of cards in him still.
Yeah.
So many cards.
I mean,
115 you got there.
these combos are clearly just meant to eradicate your opponent's hand. That's it. And the fact that Hirudegarn was able to keep up with that says a lot.
Oh, well, it's just, well, you have all 4 super combos. You can.
Is that all 4 beans as well?
Yeah. He played all 4 this turn.
So, I mean, nothing else gets through this turn, besides the fact that he's tapped out.
9 cards in that? Okay.
9. Even less for Rob. Eon chilling at 3 energy, though.
Yeah, but Rob still has plenty of defensive cards. Rob's not going to have any issues surviving this.
I mean, say that, but at the same time, he could... Wait, how many cards does he have in his hand? 6? Ooh. Does he have triple Zeno button in hand?
He has Zeno buttons. And now Eon's going to...
1 negate and a lot of Zeno buttons. And here comes the storm things.
I mean, he can decline. So... Does he have a battery laser? No, no battery laser.
Welcome back, Box. I'm back as well. This may end with somebody decking out. Is it bad that I really hope so? It's been so long since I've seen somebody deck out.
Well, he doesn't. Eon doesn't have to take a card off the auto.
No.
Because it chews up to 1. But he took.
The best part is, this is how you stack your deck right here. You have very few cards left in your deck, and you know exactly the order you're putting it in. What I'm curious about is how I walk away for 2 minutes and I come back and Eon's at 1 life and Rob is still at 4.
I think Rob's in deep trouble here. He has too many cards that can't do anything right now.
I mean, he's got 1 negate.
No, he's got 2 coercions, I think, but he
coercions,
also has a bunch of buttons that do nothing.
3 buttons. It looks like 3 buttons. Wow. And here comes another Goten. Swing in. This is where Eon's going to start stacking his deck, though. Which, if you're smart, you can remember what cards you put where.
Correct.
It's a legal form of stacking because it literally says check the top 3, put them back in any order. And you're right, you don't have to take one. But now he knows exactly what's left in his deck.
Yeah, Rob left himself with nothing. I mean, he was trying to go for game, but I mean, Eon's hand was so big, and like Rob should have done the math on how many super combos had been played.
But on the flip side, it's like Eon's not doing any serious damage to Rob. Each one of these attacks.
Well, now he's getting in for double strike.
Yeah, but that leaves Rob at 2.
And Rob has a bunch of negates, so Rob's in good shape here. As long as Rob survives his turn, he's in great shape. And Rob, yeah, he's sitting on.
Is he in great shape though? Because that hand doesn't look like a great shape hand to me.
His hand looks awful, but
I think Rob could have accomplished just as much by keeping around 8 or 75 to 85 and keeping, yeah, potentially. 2 beans. The beans will help survive.
oh, this match takes so long.
Look at his drop area.
You know he's gonna overwhelm soon.
Mirror Champo?
Mirror Champo or Fu.
I think Mirror Champo.
If he has it.
We don't have his list, do we?
No.
Man, that mirror would be the biggest mirror I think I've ever seen.
It'd be gigantic.
It'd be almost 200k.
He'd be a thick boy.
It'd be almost 200k. He'd probably be a solid like 165, 170.
You know, Rob basically has to negate here. Okay. No combos. Wow, okay.
I mean, he's gonna drop 2
Double beam,
beans.
yeah. No, he's got 20k base. That's big.
Alright. So now his hand is 2 buttons, 2 coercions. That's so bad. That's not a hand you can even play out of. Great chance for Rob to look through the cons deck. Let's see what's round 2. Yeah. Eon's deck, yeah. Ooh. Is that a foil Achilles zone?
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
He's got that Nimbus in hand. There it is.
Is that my baby boy?
My baby.
Do you got
He
it?
doesn't have the battery.
Oh. That's super minus though.
Yeah, I mean,
Because now he can't bring out another one.
I don't think he plays the battery.
Ooh. 2 cards left in hand. Be a man. Do it. Do it. Ah. Swing in. Alright. Untap. Game 2 either way. Yep. Does he have it? There it is.
There it is.
Yep. And that'll do it. Eon takes game 1. That game accelerated so fast at the end. It's kind of nice to see.
Well, just Rob should just know. Like again, when you're playing Hercule, right? You already have a good matchup. There's no need to put yourself in a situation where you give the opponent the chance to give an upper hand on you. Like, Eon had a 15 card hand when he went to go for his swing and went to 110k. And Eon, by checking his piles, had played no super combos at that time. You were setting yourself up for disappointment. Like, because like he spent all of his resources, all of his playable cards, and he was just down to 2 coercions and some Xeno buttons. You're not gonna be able to win on the. You're not gonna be able to survive the following turn.
Nope. I mean, I would never make a push like that if I knew my opponent had all of their super
15
combos.
cards and you haven't seen a super combo yet?
No, because
do it.
with my luck, they have all 4 in hand. You know? He got trigger happy when he saw the super combos. Yup. Honestly, every game that I have seen Hercule lose today has been literally by itself to a key me play. Or key misplay.
Yeah.
I said key me play.
Key me play. Well, you are a misplay. I'm kidding. But anyway. But yeah, no, that's what's been happening to the Hercule players for the most part. If the games I've seen, same thing with Insane Egyptian, is when they lose, it's because they're doing something incorrectly or they're overextending when they don't have to. Like, they're a control deck. They
At heart, they're a control deck, but everybody's trying to play it like an aggro deck.
Oh, I know, but there's no point. Like, your deck is the best. Like, you are.
Is it though?
You're the best at surviving the game.
Is it?
Yeah. And with your threats that you have access to,
You say that 10 times Kamehameha is really strong.
oh, stop it. You're talking about a deck that no one's playing today.
I know. That's why no one's winning
They're
with
missing
it.
out, dude. I know. They're missing out on 10 times Kamehameha.
Hey, Jeremy.
How you guys doing?
Great,
How's it
man.
going,
How you
buddy?
doing?
Come in here. Get in here.
Who found my who found like my wallet and stuff?
Oh, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Somebody found your wallet?
Like it was like my card and some other things that were in my wallet. It was very weird.
It wasn't me. Why are you blaming me?
I don't know, there was also a picture of you on my phone,
Oh.
so I don't know what that's about.
Oh, it's Casey.
Are you sure?
I don't know, but Casey took a picture of me earlier.
So he had my wallet.
Comes
Casey
together.
took a picture of me and said I look like Sean Ackerman.
You kind of do. I can see it.
See, the Hill Twins told me yesterday when I did my hair,
yeah.
and then I mistakenly said it to Casey, and then Casey took a picture of me.
It was
I
all
like
over at
was
that
I
point.
was I grumpy in the picture?
Let me see.
Nah. I mean, I had a couple of selfies that you took on my phone one time.
It kind of had like an album cover vibe.
What?
Like you.
Am
were
I
like-
wearing this?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm concerned.
Someone's been snapping pictures of you without your consent?
Wouldn't be the first time. I'm on camera most of my life. By the way, players are still signing. Yeah, that was Casey.
You look like you're about to drop.
That was
like,
100% Casey.
the craziest diss track.
Wow.
Yo, can I help you?
He...
Clearly, it's somebody on the stage, dude. It was Casey.
You look like a criminal of some sort. You look like, especially with the facial hair, you look like they reformed, just got out. Like, I'm trying to get a job. That's what you, that's what you look like.
Alright, guys, keep on keeping on.
Thanks, man. So I just got out and looking for a job.
Well, you
Cut my
know,
hair.
we're up on the microphone. I gotta bring the microphone up because it's actually pretty low. You know what? Here.
You're doing your radio
Here.
man voice?
Here. Oh. Minus.
That was the pro play. All right, George Machado.
I messed up. Now we can't hear
wanna do
anything
the radio
anymore.
voice. Game 2, here we go.
Put on headset.
Wow.
Oh, if I want to get up on the microphone and I want to talk, hey, what's going on? It's Smooth Jams 109965 here with your boy Scotch the TYE coming once again hard body karate at you while I try and find my first job.
Why is your name Scotch TY? Is your name Tyler?
Yeah.
That's so cute.
But my name's actually Scotch.
But your name's Tyler.
But for the last 10 years, I've been Scotch.
But your real name's Tyler.
Why do I tell you these things?
Sorry, Tyler.
Take off my headphones.
I apologize, Tyler.
I hate you.
My bad, Tyler.
Why are you like this?
Sorry, Tyler.
See, it's not fair because you actually don't care if I call you Matthew or Matt.
Nope, correct. No preference at all. No skin in the game. Call me what you want.
We're going back. All right, so they finally are done. What they're citing.
Well, that game took forever, so...
Did it though?
Even though it was only 4 turns, right?
I think it was less than that. Well, I
It
mean,
was 4 turns.
no. Rob had 5 energy, but Eon chilled at 3.
Oh, okay.
This seems to be a constant theme in DBS. The best players are able to adjust according to the deck they play and the format in front of them, while the average or below average player carries the same playstyle from deck to deck, not realizing what their deck actually is trying to do.
Yeah.
I concur.
That's a common thing that happens.
And it's very hard to adjust to that kind of thing.
Well,
It takes a lot of experience in playing card games before you're able to
Yeah.
just pick up a deck and leave it. Unless your name is Marcel Russell, who this is his first card game.
That's why, that's why I tend to jump a lot of times from deck to deck. Is because I really enjoy learning different play styles.
So you have deck ADHD.
Yeah, well, I just like playing things that are different and learning them, and so it's like, you know, my skill set adapts to it. So, like, you know, I could play mono red pan aggro one day, and the next day play Hercule, and then play they're completely two different decks, and the mindset has to change with that.
While I, on the other
That
hand,
also comes from playing, again, since I do play a lot of Magic and other card games, I know how those strategies should feel as the player of those decks.
yeah, I prefer throttle decks. What I call throttle is basically aggro that can shift gears into control on a dime. So any deck that can go aggro to control back to aggro, those are the decks that I thrive with. I don't like being locked into just one mechanic.
I feel you.
But those are the decks
that's
I'm
definitely
best
like
with.
that's definitely more like aggro tempo then. That's what people usually like describe that as.
No, I
what
call
you're
it-
talking about. Well, you call. I think that your definition's fine.
Yeah.
It's just what if you're like talking to people that talk about like games and stuff, they probably.
Well, you know what? I'm not. I don't play Magic the Gathering, okay?
Okay.
I don't know why I sounded like that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, gosh.
Okay.
Jeez, man, why are you talking so funny today?
Sheesh.
Yeah, oh, you can do this too?
Sheesh. This is awful.
Gosh, this is just the worst. You know, maybe we should commentate the rest of this match like this.
No, we should not do that. That allows you to know what strategy your opponent's trying to play. Yeah, exactly. That brings me to another thing. Like, and we've seen it often in these tournaments, like in this tournament today, like people don't have a plan. And honestly, it's not even about having the right plan. Your plan could be incorrect, but as long as you have taken the time to think of a plan and you've practiced it, you are way better off than being someone that has no plan whatsoever.
Yeah, my biggest problem is I'll play test against the same deck over and over and over for like 12 hours until I figure out what my strategy is.
Exactly.
What paths I have to take at what points in the game to get to the win.
And so, Hercule here is trying to be aggressive to kill the Goten when the opponent's just going to protect it. So it's like, I get it, you filtered a card, but you could have used that card better on defense than you could have on offense. You don't have to turn your leader sideways to gain that advantage.
Yep.
Hercule is a really good deck. I think it rewards a player who's really comfortable with playing control. And, I mean, as evidence on stream, there's a lot of people that just don't seem to be that way.
See, that was my biggest problem with Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 3 was just... It rewarded a player for playing like a robot.
Mm-hmm.
If you literally just watch somebody play the deck once, you could play it.
Correct.
I prefer decks that are extremely complicated, and if I misplay once, I lose.
I mean, that's why I enjoy decks for that reward really good play.
Like, there's just no punishment. You mess up, there was no punishment with Super Saiyan 3.
Very forgiving deck.
Whereas I like having more of a challenge. I like decks that just are literally so unforgiving, I lose.
And then Rob just going down to 4 already. Like, again, you're not losing the resource war. Like, you're not losing the card war. So there's, unless he's looking for a Sensu Bean, that's the only thing I can think of.
I feel like a video needs to be made saying, stop going to 4 so easily, Hercule players. Get on it, YouTuber. Get on it.
I will.
People listen to you.
Yeah.
You're the deck theory master.
Yeah. No, I agree. Insane Objection. They don't understand the feeling of tempo swing, so it's like they only pay attention to hand size. Rob's gonna... Okay, so if Rob was looking for a Sensu Bean... I don't know what he's doing.
Mind you, this is table 5 in round 7.
I think he's overthinking this matchup. That, and I think he wants to make Mass Saiyan live for next turn, so maybe that's why he's comboing so much, but taking the damage isn't something that needed to happen. Like, he could have super comboed at 5 if he wasn't going to go to 4, right?
Yeah. I believe that one says 5 or less.
It is, yeah.
They all say that now, don't they?
All the world's martial arts ones do.
You want to challenge? Build a deck at 7:45 a.m. No testing. No. Yo, listen.
I'm not.
Listen, I have done that.
I'm not Amani Edwards. That dude's an animal.
Amani is just a savage sometimes.
Dude, he's hilarious.
It's like I have a friend who literally will walk into a regional without a deck. He'll ask what game he's playing. So like Bushiroad has 5 different games in a thing. Let's go. What game am I playing? What game am I gonna win? I tell him a random game. He goes over, buys a deck from the vendor, and just wins the regional. I'm like, how? How? There's just There's just players of games that are just really good. I feel like Rob is just wasting resources at this point.
He's got a ton of cards in hand, which is great. But on his turn, he's just going to be able to play a Mass Saiyan, and Eon is still at a high life total. So now Eon, in theory, could play for time if he wanted to.
Yeah, he's got game 1.
I think mute again. It's only based on.
Okay. That was interesting.
Yeah, no, Rob isn't doing anything. I mean, he's getting the 2-for-1 off the Mass Saiyan, which is good, but again, these threats are temporary, and they give Eon cards in hand if Eon does not defend them. Like, if you're Eon, you honestly could feel 100% safe siding out your negates entirely against Rob. Because, like, Nimbus really doesn't do anything here.
I mean, he's just not swinging enough. But then, like, you don't have any negates left. I don't know. I don't think Eon's running coercions either, is he?
No, I mean, but the thing is, you don't need negates in this matchup.
You say that.
Look at Rob. From what evidence have you found that Rob can produce a board in the first 4 turns of the game?
Oh, no. Nimbus is kind of dead sometimes against Hercule, but other times it's, like, clutch. That's once they've got, they've established the full link boards and everything.
Yeah, and Eon is still at 5 life. Eon's going to get this game at the time. That's not an issue here.
Yeah? Why'd he charge the Vegeta? What do you, like, I don't... You don't really know what's going through a player's mind when they do stuff. Like, you can make assumptions about it.
Well, again, the Vegeta's a good card to have in this matchup because it's a free attack. I mean, it's a one energy attacker that you just get because your opponent attacks you. But it's like, so the card valuation here is just like, it's really off. Like, what cards matter, what cards don't. And now Rob is playing a game where he's just severely disadvantaged. Because what makes Hercule so good is because Hercule can reverse pressure really well.
Why is he wasting that Goku like that? Why is he comboing with Goku?
I don't know.
He has Bean in hand. Why use the Goku?
Well, he would need to...
Yeah,
he swung with a 10k, never mind.
Eon is clearly setting up for the Goten play. So you drop the Bean on that play instead of using the Goku, then you're fine. Then drop a second Bean, and then now he's not doing any damage to you. You can stay at 4. Actually, I'd be fine just dropping the 1 Bean. I don't even need to drop the second Bean. I've nothing. Like, there's nothing to worry about right there. I don't understand wasting that Goku.
Yeah. Now,
I think it might have something to do with the fact that there's 2 oobs in his energy, though. Well, now that I think about it.
If you're Eon though, like, if you can force this attack to go through for double strike, and he has a Mira, FDC, and Battering in hand, and he has an Awakened Jet, then he could just win the game right now. But again, it's a matter of Eon trying to balance if he's going, because Eon doesn't have to win this game.
Yeah.
Rob does. Yeah, I mean, Rob has no way to reverse pressure right now. Oob's being charged, like, he just doesn't have enough battle cards to actually impact the game.
Well, it doesn't exactly help that he's charging and pitching away everything that would have been useful.
I also don't. I haven't seen Trunks or Otokosuki from him either.
No.
And now Ian gets access to his full 3 energy again. Well, he gets rewarded for playing bad and draws another Goku. Hopefully finds a new.
Well, I mean, he just has to look down to see 2 of them. He's keeping all of his defense in hand, which isn't going to win the game.
Yeah, Rob can't win the game like this. It's just unfortunate because, like, Rob... Oh, there's a battery.
That's rough. You know, I still say battering is one of my favorite cards in this game. It's one of the few cards that lets you interact with your opponent. Well, I mean, the announcers are there to draw. He clearly has no threats in hand, so he needs to gather the threats.
And then he just has to eat. Yeah.
Man.
And now Eon's got the second battering. He's geared up to just...
Now he just needs...
If he has another mirror, he just does it again the next turn. After... Yeah.
Like...
And he still hasn't awakened his leader.
Nope.
Look, just... He has all these cards.
Awaken pass, really?
Yeah. He just needs energy up to defend himself. But again, Rob has shown no evidence that he can pressure him. He's charged his Oobs.
This is just... I mean, you can tell Rob's body posture is like starting to... he's starting to realize it.
He can't win. I also think his list is just... I don't think he does not have enough creatures to play.
What are creatures?
Battle cards, sorry.
You don't have to be so literal with that one, my friend.
Yeah.
Do you think from a Yu-Gi-Oh background has a lot to do with this approach? Everything in Yu-Gi-Oh is strictly about card economy.
Combos an Oob. He had a
Did he combo an Oob with a Goku in his hand for real?
Yeah, he did.
So that's 3 of his Oobs gone. Insane Egyptian, I 100% am. I believe so. I think that most of the reason we see things like this is because a lot of these people are coming, like a lot of players are coming from Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's be fair.
Is his only threat Mass Sand? Because that looks like the only thing he's ever been able to do anything with.
The people that excel the most in this game are Magic players, to be honest. Magic players and Vanguard, because we're used to having to use this kind of...
And resources.
Resource.
Yeah, it's a resource game.
Or in Forcible. I forgot Forcible as well.
He does not need the red energy. It is also confusing to me as to why he did that as well. You're trying to pressure life now?
What's the point?
Get him 2 more cards and put him to 3? Because you're going to just kill him with a triple striker? I don't think so.
Again, what this all comes down to is this is a brand new format. Not everybody's going to be super experienced, even though these players are both at table 5 in round 7. Next round is the last round. So it's like, you figure he's played against... Well, even so, Hero's Storm has been around for weeks now.
Yep.
You should know how to play against it. Nothing's really changed. Insane Egyptian saying, lol, Matt, you're trying to pressure his life now? She's been doing that 3 turns ago.
Yeah.
Oh, and there he goes comboing with the Goku because he comboed with the Oob last attack.
Like, you're playing against your opponent, and your opponent just doesn't have to lose.
Rob's got 20 cards in hand,
Yeah,
and none of them are working.
yeah.
If I had a hand that big, it'd be ridiculous.
They do nothing. 0.
No, I know. We're not. By no means are we bashing.
No, not. I just
None at all.
This is just evident of like when you go to a tournament, you have to have a plan.
It's Dragonball Super Players, Antonio Centello. Please come to the judges.
Which is funny because again, this is round 7. They're at table 5. They're technically in the top 10 players
Correct.
in the tournament as of this round, and we're still seeing this happen. Now, of course, you got to work into it. You know, we haven't talked about it. Nerves being on stream, it is a thing.
Oh, I mean,
For people like us who are on camera all the time, we don't even notice it. But like, if you're not used to it, sure, there's a little bit of a factor.
yeah.
Plus, he's playing against a regional champion in Eon Hill.
Rob won recently.
Did he?
He won Hartford.
Did he?
Yeah, he beat Anthony in the finals. Remember the whole thing where the Hilton...
That was Rob?
That was Rob who beat him in the finals.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know him. I apologize, Rob. If you're watching this back, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were also a high-tiered regional champion. Plus. Matt's just like, Scotch, you don't know people, do you? No, I know people.
To me, it's just unfortunate because it's just like... I don't like to see things happen where like there's a clear favorite in this matchup, and the playstyle of that person has cost them their ability to win a matchup that is more than winnable. Like this is supposed to be the positive matchup for you.
Well, he's just being outplayed at every step.
It's not a matter of outplay. I mean, he's being outplayed, but it's just he's just not doing anything impactful to the game. Eon is sitting here just living the best life. He's living his best life. Eon is just like,
I hate you so much.
he is.
I hate you so much for using that phrase.
Apologies. I'm over. I wanted to see a really good set of games. That's all. I do apologize. I don't mean to. He doesn't have a way to untap. I'm not biased towards Hercule. I'm
not biased in general. I just want to say it, but the best deck in this format is Super Saiyan 4. If you want my list, just go to the Gen Con regional Day 2 event, and you can get my top 32 list with that. Just throw in some Gotens, and it's good to go. Tilted. Do you think a Goku tech has been good for you? Yeah, it has. That Goku has been clutch for him. He's been able to do a lot of damage with it. I can get behind the fact that Hoi is still the best super combo in the game.
for sure.
And it is good that he is restricted to that leader.
Yeah.
Because if not, he would be Super Saiyan 3 all over again. Hopefully, plays another Mira. Yeah. That's the only way I see him out-comboing Rob, to be honest.
Yeah. But again, we're so late in the round that even if Rob manages to take this game, I mean, draw's not bad here in round 7.
We've got about 15 minutes left of the round for us.
Do we really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they just called 10 minutes for the main one, and we started about 5 minutes late.
He's swinging with announcer? This is amazing.
What is he gonna... Eon's still at 4 life. Why is he swinging with announcer?
Because he's trying to win. But again, you're waiting until now to
Too
do
little,
this.
too late. There's the double strike. 2, 3, 4. 4 cards?
Oh, he's tapped out. I mean, he's not tapped out. He's yellow.
Double strike. And just like that, back to an even playing field, 2-2. Well, he got a double striker.
He's playing another one. Hilarious. Is he gonna? He's gonna go for it again?
Can he feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh,
yeah,
no.
I actually like Champa Leader a lot in this format.
Yeah?
It's pretty good.
Now that you can choose which one goes on it?
Well, just like I mean, you get hella super combo, right? So you have the same thing as Hirudegarn, and then stuff like Intensifying Power Trunks is dope, Awakening Talon Pan is dope, like with the front side of Hercule, I mean with Choppa, yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's how you know Jeremy's on the table. Jeremy is always like the one judge that's always putting dice on everybody's cards.
I think Rob might get fortunate here. Going to the face with is announcer gonna get there?
He's got to
Ooh,
be
that was a
almost
bad
out.
rip. That was a bad rip.
Yeet.
All inning with announcer. Not really all inning.
I mean, he's pushing. Gave a double strike.
I don't think can he uncount out? Yeah. No, he can't. I don't think he can.
Looks like we're going to game 3 with 5 minutes left in the round.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that's happened is Rob has guaranteed he has a draw right now.
So we're going to game 3. All right. Way to go, Rob. Way to reel it back in.
We reel it back in.
With announcer leader, you know? I mean, with announcer going in for the dub.
He was able to pull it back.
Yeah. All right, we got 5 minutes left. Oh, come on, guys. You guys really boarding right now? Actually, it seems like Insane Egyptian that announcer is his premier attacker in the deck.
Clearly.
Got him the dub.
Best card in his deck.
That is his game plan. Let's do it.
That is his beat stick.
Yeah. that one drop 1K. You never see it coming, man.
It's like when we used to attack with Bulma.
Oh, I killed so many people with Bulma.
I killed so many people with Bulma too. That is the most disrespectful thing to do to somebody
Well,
too.
you're just Vegeta and you have 100 cards in your hand. You're just like unyielding, bean, combo, furthering. Like you're, it was disgusting.
I can't believe they're actually boarding
I
right
don't know
now.
why he's boarding right now.
Yeah, 6 minutes. I mean, I don't even know what to say.
There's no way, man.
Between mulligans and
Would you be okay right now with a draw?
yeah,
This late at table 5?
they're
At table 5, I wouldn't.
they're 15 points.
So they already have a draw. Oh no, they're not. They're 5-1, 5-2, 5-1.
They have a draw
They're 5-1-1.
because we're in round 7.
3 times 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're X1-1 now. Which means they have to win. Well, I mean, they're out of...
Oh, 5. They have 5 wins. So 5 wins.
Yeah. 1 loss. This is round 7.
Yeah, 5 wins, 1 loss. Yeah, they're still in.
They're X1. They'll be X1-1.
Because Rob doesn't have his invite, right? No, he got it at the Pi Games event.
I don't know. Why are you asking me?
Anyone has his? I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, Ian got his at the little announcer that could.
How many ties have been on stream so far? 2? 1? 2? 2.
I'm thinking 2. Charging a Goten, that's blasphemy. What are you doing? Unless he's forced into it.
The little announcer that could. Yo, Dirt City Gym, stop.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my heart breaks. My heart breaks for him.
They don't care.
Somebody say a prayer. Somebody say a prayer for Eon.
They don't care.
Who?
They don't care. They know they're drawing. I mean, you can go all out all you want. You got less than 5 minutes now.
Yeah, you're trying to win.
Can you? Can you really?
8 win cons, my man. Yeah, that's true.
I'm not so sure I could pull it off.
What's wrong?
I'm mad too because the guy I lost.
Good.
Guy had to fight.
I'm not so sure that, you know, this is one of those games. Like, I've had a mirror match with a teammate before where we had 10 minutes left in the round. It was the monkey mirror match, Super Saiyan 3 monkeys, and we just went lightning fast with it. We were able to finish it. But, like, starting with this little amount of time, it's a very hard thing to do. But Eon's moving quick. He's trying to do it. Time rules need change? Yeah, they do. I mean, the thing about time is Bandai is apparently working on some official time ruling, like, that is going to be universal because they need it, honestly. I think that it should be sudden death, to be honest. And I've gone on record saying this before multiple times, that I think that it should be when time is called, the person with the most life wins.
Again, Dragonball players, time is around. Match is over. If you need assistance, please raise your hand and call for a judge.
Better get the swing in, Rob. Bandai's time rules can only be better. True. Iana's trying to, but Rob is playing the best grind leader in the game. Most life win sounds whack. Yo, Gifas, you clearly never play Vanguard. When you know there's 2 minutes left in the round and you have to try and get your opponent down 4 life. Ooh. How quick Ian moves now. I don't even know why they're bothering. Vanguard time rules. Double DQ. Yeah, they changed that recently. Or that's what it eventually became, isn't it? There's a double game loss or something like that. If there's no win. I've been out of Vanguard since 2016. The pace should have been this. Yeah, I concur. This game isn't a slow-paced game. This is meant to be a quick game. Your life is a resource in Vanguard as well. Your life is a resource in both Vanguard and Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Vanguard and Dragon Ball. You just have to learn how to manipulate it. More prone to illegal plays, that God knows what happens in this game. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like 2 highly skilled players should be able to play a very fast-paced game. Because I know I can. Imagine if game 1 and game 2 went this quick, though. It's a whole other ballgame. Yep, that's it. So that's going to be a draw.